What's up, everybody? I've got just a couple minutes of free time, so I figured I'd show you the little trick I told you I'd show you last night. Which this time is going to be if you're trying to use a person with a different hairstyle, or there's something in the background you don't want there, how to help get rid of that. Yesterday we did the Epstein one, but we used Sigourney Weaver's hair. If you wanted to use Epstein's hair, which is much shorter than hers, you'd need to get rid of hers to start with. So I'm going to show you how to do that. It's pretty simple once you get used to it, but it just takes a little practice. So what I've done, just to speed it up a little bit, I've I've got both layers as the same picture, and if you have the move top button at the bottom clicked and you tap the screen with two fingers, it'll fit the shape or the size. Okay, so then you're gonna erase the whole thing. I always shrink it down, and then click up at the top, red mask. Make sure you didn't miss anything, because sometimes it'll leave like little spots like that. You'll see what you've missed. So everything that's red's gone. Okay, so this is the screen we want to be on anyway. What I like to do, here, let's go back to this screen first. I can show you something. Okay, so if this was a solid color background, it'd be a lot easier. But with this, you can see there's some purple, blue, white, all that in there. So it's a little tougher on these sometimes. So we're going to go back to red mask. I'm going to zoom in. And what I like to do is I like to get as close as I can to the person's head. That way the color stays pretty close. Go back to normal, and you're not going to see it because it's in the spot where the other is that's the same color. So I'm going to change the view, pull it up, and I'm just going to drag that right there. And then what I like to do is erase the whole thing. That way I only get the parts covered up that I need. Okay, I pick the brush on the right, click unerase, zoom in a little bit, come in here and just cover up the hair. You can cover up the whole head if you want to. I'm a bigger fan of saving at least a part of it so you can line up the next face you're bringing in, like the eyes, nose, that part. That way you know where the person you're covering up, where their eyes and nose, all that needs to go. Okay, so you can see that's pretty well done there. It matches up with the color in the back. You can always come in if it's a little darker than you want it to be. You can lighten it up, fiddle around with some of the textures. But that's mostly what you're going to do right there. And then I'm going to go back, add a new top image, grab that Epstein, flip it around, change my view, zoom in, put this where I want it, change the opacity so I can make sure mouth, eyes, all that stuff kind of adds up. Okay, erase his shirt, change my brush. Change my brush again, zoom in, kind of blend in, get the details a little better. There's his chin that's behind her arm. And let's see, oh, and then I'm going to come up here and get rid of this part of his head where it looks like her head's just kind of leaning against his. And now we got one where it's Epstein. Do that. Get all our colors back where we want them. Okay, so there's that. And then, of course, I can always go in and just load a stamp. Put conceited right there. Mess with the colors a little bit. Brighten it some. A little more orange. And then I'm going to come in here and erase what's behind her arm. And clean that up just a little bit. And zoom back out. Maybe change that up. Maybe add a little bit more orangish tint to his face. A little more purple. Maybe not. Okay. And we're done. I'll save that one, put it in the comments so you can just get a better look at it. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'll try to cover it as quickly as I can.